Hi friends, welcome to Do Me a Flavor. Today we'll be making sambar, a South Indian dish for which there are multiple recipes. But today we'll be making one without the commercial sambar powder. For the paste, we need to grind a few spices along with some coconut. We need some coriander seeds, some asafoetida, which is hing, some black pepper, some cumin, fenugreek, some urad dal, chana dal, and some red chilies. We need to fry some coconut and grind it into a fine paste. And for the tempering, we need some mustard seeds, some fenugreek and red chilies, some hing and curry leaves. We also need to boil some tur dal with some turmeric and some tamarind, which I've soaked now and will extract some juice out of it later. Okay, let's now see what vegetables we need for the sambar. Today I'm planning to make the capsicum and tomato sambar. We need some bell peppers or capsicum, the red and green ones. I've chosen those colors. We need some chopped tomatoes, about two, and some fresh coriander for garnishing. The next step is to make the paste for the sambar, for which we need to first fry the ingredients in a little oil. I'm using sesame oil here. When the oil is medium hot, we add the urad dal first, chana dal, and then we stir both the dals till it turns a little golden brown. You have to keep stirring it. Yeah, it's almost golden brown now. We now add the other ingredients. Coriander and the red chilies go in first. The hing or the asafoetida, black pepper, the cumin, and we have to keep stirring it because they all heat up very fast. We add the fenugreek in the end because it burns very quickly. Yeah, the fenugreek. Keep stirring the mixture and it's almost done. And you transfer that to a plate. We bring the pan back to the stove and add the coconut. We need to dry roast the coconut now. Make it a little golden brown. We see that it's turned golden brown now, in fact dark brown. We transfer it to the same plate and grind it to a paste and extract some tamarind pulp which we soaked. Bring the pan back to the stove. Now we do the seasoning for the sambar. Add some sesame oil, mustard seeds. When the mustard seeds start to crackle, you can add the fenugreek and the red chili. Add the hing or asafoetida, the curry leaves, and you can start adding the vegetables now. The capsicums go in first. Let the vegetables get coated on the oil mixture. Stir it well and let it cook in the heat a little bit before you add the tomatoes. You can add some more oil if you would like to. We now see that the capsicum or the bell peppers are cooked really well. It's time to add the tomatoes. Mix it very well and let it cook in medium flame. The tomatoes need to turn a bit mushy. Meanwhile, we'll grind the ingredients to a fine paste. Transfer it to a mixie jar. And then grind it to a real fine paste. And this is how it looks. You see that the tomatoes are cooked really well with the peppers. It's time to add the tamarind extract. This needs to boil very well so that the raw flavor of the tamarind goes away and it's all mixed up very well. It's coming to a boil. And add the salt here. And mix it up and then let it boil for a while, about 7 minutes. About 7 to 8 minutes, I would say. When it boils well, you can add the ground paste. Now that's going to bring up the sambar flavor now. Now it's time to add the dal that we had kept earlier. Now all this needs to cook really well, so I can just let it all boil together for about 5 to 7 minutes. Keep stirring it in between so that you don't let it go burnt at the bottom. We now see that it's boiling very well, and we can add some chopped coriander to it so that the flavor is released and it's very nice and fragrant. Let it mix well. Save some coriander for later. We now see that it's ready. We can transfer it to the bowl over here and garnish it with some coriander leaves. There you go, sambar is ready to be served.